don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making movies. Another year, or maybe less. What's this I hear? Well, can't you guess? She feels neglected, and he's suspected of making movies. She sits alone most every night. He doesn't phone, he doesn't write. He says he's busy, but she says is he? He's making movies. He doesn't make much money, only 5,000 per. Some judge who thinks he's funny says you pay 6 to her. He says, now judge, suppose I fail. The judge says, but right into jail. You better keep her, you'll find it cheaper than making
Woohoo! Sorry about the mute.
It was a super long explanation that would have made your head explode.
Okay. This is the gas thing.
But how did you know all of that? Did you look that up?
Wait, I already have the gas thing? Tranquilizer. No, I don't have it. I gotta hold it, dude. Yeah, I know how it works. We did this last night.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. All right.
We're gonna come over here.
Pay attention now. That's in Ryan.
I'm gonna shoot him with the gas. And then we're going to tranquilize the other guy.
Come on, lady. Let's go.
He's down. Make sure there's nobody else nearby. Nope, okay. Got a dart in your head. No, the dart's gone. He's pretty. That's right, I gotta find Old Man Winter. That's the guy who got stabbed in the chest. For Old Man Winter now.
Yep, that's the last pass.
Alright. So they all come in here? Is that what happened?
Don't skip on the top. You hear me, Bill? Don't skip.
First, the law gets bribery. And fella in my privy advising how I defecate. Next, martial law.
Where's he at? Really?
And I'm planning a big comeback. Need a new agent.
Okay.
He'll see me again if I say his name 4 times.
He's there. He's there. He's there.
Seems to me you're against the guy making an
Oh, they're all
honest
over the
buck.
place over here now.
I thought Rapture was open for business.
See me? No, he doesn't see me. I mean, I guess I can get him to kill a bunch of people.
When we lay waste
What was that?
Got a sweet idea. That's it.
Give me the cold shoulder.
I've always been there for you. You don't have my permission to leave. Show me what you're capable of.
Oh, wow. What's going on? Oh, geez, that hurt. Oh, they're all fighting Big Daddy. How's it going, guys? You gonna fight Big Daddy? Oh! Well, he did.
I'll make
Oh, he did. And Big Daddy's happy again. Oh, Big Daddy.
They're real versatile. They're like love. All my
Play. Let's get her money.
God might still be around.
Won't have any horseplay.
Alright, what's going on? They're gonna investigate.
What did you want to do to it? Nothing.
Get out here. Your supper's getting cold.
Terrible thing. Bet the fella did this ain't far.
I bet he's not.
I saw where you went.
Did you really see where I went?
Whatever you need, you say the word.
Okay, he's possessed. This is out of ammo. gonna have a stroke soon.
Ball's in my court this time.
And he did. Nice play. Oops. Glad I got that upgrade. Good night, Nana. Nana, sleepy. Sleep, Nana, sleep. Wait till he goes up the stairs. Guess I will grab this one. You're so slow. You humpback whale in a suit. Humpback whale in a suit. Alright, we're gonna land here. Stealthfully. Crap. Apparently I'm going into test drive. Yep.
Give and not demand.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll call Suchong's machine.
Someone who wants what you have, free from effort. A president, a premier, a pope, a parasite.
Feeling hot under the collar, staying frosty with the plasmid that lets you enjoy life at a pace.
It's a superb
Turn
life,
down the
children.
heat and turn
If you
it up.
never, ever weaken.
Old Man Winter of Brian.
When only you are accountable, you can expect nothing less than
Is that Atlas?
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Oh, okay. Hey, buddy.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
No recall. Total recall. What's up, guys? I just want this audio diary.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th, it's a big founding of Rapture Shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia is real popular. If it's near New Year's Eve, then, hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
Yep, you sure could. Would you kindly?
The time has come, brothers and sisters. Did you want to keep climbing Andrew Ryan's ladder? Just to watch him knock it down as you're reaching the top?
Yes.
The cards are stacked. That's a bunch of fine words, if there ain't deeds to back them up. Rapture was supposed to be different.
It was.
But the only thing that separates it from the slums of New York or Glasgow or about 1 million gallons of salt water. Ryan sent a clear message when he had Frank Fontaine put down. It's time all you learned your place. I tell you what, Ryan. Message received. Loud and clear. And here's what the people of Rapture have to say to you. If you won't give us what we want, we're more than happy to come and take it.
Yeah, so I think in the other reality, they never sunk that stuff, and he didn't kill Fontaine.
No, Fontaine was still alive.
Yeah, Fontaine was successful in taking over.
I thought so.
Yeah, so that was the difference.
And then this one apparently.
Whereabouts of the foreign bitch scientist unknown. Ryan presumes she's dead, but our guess is she's gone underground with the Little Sisters. Options on obtaining the ace are dwindling.
Except the lady that was with the little sister.
He's a company man. And he's got a diary. What a company man. Come on, line up.
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place before they show up on your doorstep. But who am I except some undercover schmuck you sent to give you straight dope?
Straight dope. Old Man Winter.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Evolved today.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Sam, that you? Sam?
Who the hell are you?
All hail. Knew that was coming. How many do I got? 3? That's it.
I'm just honored to be in the competition, and gee, I hope you like me, because I'd like nothing more than to be Miss Rapture in 1950.
Oh, I'm looking through walls right now. Which way are we
The
going?
worst kind of parasite. Only taking, giving nothing in return. That you were a child means nothing. We're not so entitled as we think.
That's what this is. Citizens of unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
I guess I can take everything now.
Well, he's gotta be handsome and smart and self-assured like Andrew Ryan.
Self-assured like Andrew Ryan. And sweet and smart. Alright, what do we got?
If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous.
Got 2 people, so I just need to possess one.
Uncompromising. Fine. The shoe fits. You got me. Point me in the direction you.
There we go. And then we'll just knock him out. Welcome to the circus of value. What else have we got? Nothing. Nothing. Seriously, does nothing. 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 Ah! Oh. crossbow ammo. Don't mind if I do. Nobody's here.
Can't believe me. Things always go down into something. It's like he does something that I always.
Let's do it this way.
Did you hear my message? Let's follow an orders, all right?
That's
Enough
right.
small talk.
Whispering in
Let's
your
get
ear.
down to it.
Beat her down. Nobody else in here with us. It's just you and me, my bestest of friends. Uh-oh. He dead. He dead. Give me all the stuff.
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine.
Dun, dun, dun.
Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
I do.
He did.
He did. Now we gotta go repair the tear. Repair the tear. Yeehaw!
It's all hand signals and clear looks. By the way, Kara, I know they're talking about me.
Oh look, there's more people now. They just keep spawning in.
Franklin, why don't you come over and rub Mother's feet?
All of these jerks eat puppets, Kara. There's a ball. The only one who knows the score.
Here we go. Do my dirty work. We'll just watch from here. Oh yeah, we got them all mad now. It's a party. Look at them. They didn't get Big Daddy involved though.
First, the law against bribery. Advising how I defecate.
Ryan's playing along like a cheap fiddle. He plays, no run, they dance.
Somebody's lurking about.
Are they? Yeah, this is where that guy was playing music.
Nothing been right for this town since Frank Fontaine died.
He gone. But his cigarette is still smoking.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
No, don't you dare. That earwax, that stuff's golden. Bottoms up the works so Ryan can't make you his slave.
Go that way. Oh, there he is. What's up, Big Daddy?
See, I keep my eye on these things. I catch everything going on. Like how Ryan's controlling with those messages.
What of it? I've been told this town is pretty.
address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that. I won't hurt anybody if I don't have to. But they make me.
Oh, I know where I have to go to the diner. That's what it is.
You don't know nothing. Ryan's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays.
That's what this is.
Know how they dance.
Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Gotta have eyes in the back of your head around here.
I got something new in the works.
So cruel, the hand that jerks your strings. You got rocks.
Last time that boy came over, there was urine all over the bowl.
Ain't nothing been right for this town since Frank Fontaine died.
Oh, Jesus! You left me!
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
This is crazy. That didn't work out good. I'll take that.
If that's what this is.
Dare. And he likes that stuff. Jobs up for work, so I can't make you his slave.
Palm of my hand. Mark my words. Palm of my hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, man. Whatever you say.
won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on.
Where do I put all the rest of this stuff?
Gotta swap in the new cathode tube. Suchong's schematic showed on the back of the device, I think.
There it is.
Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do.
Work. What's the last piece? Oh, the old man. Our old man winner at the overheated coils. Oh no. I need Eve.
Out of Eve. Suchong must have a supply stashed here somewhere.
I raided the place too. Aha. What we got? No. Damn it. Oh well. I'll just shoot him with a shotgun. That worked out. What is that? Winter Mob. Adds an area effect to projectile that can freeze multiple enemies. Thank you. I'll take some ammo. Nothing in there. Alright. Follow Eve. Don't need hand cannon ammo. Alright. Old man winner. Here we come. So I have to fire it at that.
Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There. Everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Crazy lady.
What did I tell you?
Here we go. Columbia. That exact moment, what does that mean?
I don't know, man.
All hell's about to break loose.
Gotta get ready.
Nana's sleeping.
Hard.
It's all over, man. Dress worn by our First Lady.
Look. Look. We're on the First Lady.
Oh, she's the First Lady of Columbia in this reality. Her. Yeah, that was her destiny in the original.
Easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen?
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
Those are the rebels that were in the game when we were playing. They were actually being led by another Booker who had tried to come rescue her before. There have been 127 of them.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight.
The one you played is
Best
the
to
only one
take.
that works.
Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Oh, for God's sake.
Should have seen that one coming.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are...
Ironsides.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Huh. Oh, these are the other
Inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Well, I guess this is the appropriate time. Here we go. Back at this old place again. Whee!
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
And then they'll zoop out.
What is that?
Just bide your time. Bide your time.
There. Okay then.
Who's out there? Don't think you can hide from me.
I'm hiding.
Here I come. Death. For precise.
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence. I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay the hand?
Crazy. Crazy good. Nothing. Is that a big giant clock? Yep. Sleep, prayer, leisure, work. What? That's loud.
Think.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
Wait, that was the one sister?
Yeah.
We've got the clock key.
They've died in one of the realities that they want to return to. So if they return there, then they'll lose their powers.
Oh, like she did.
Yep. Let's go pray. Heavenly Father. Boy, they like their absent, I'll tell you that. Able prophet, untold prophet. Eve is good. You give the sales pitch, I'll provide the snake oil. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. People just came down here to drink, apparently. They're like, we give you the Eve because when you turn in the clock again, the next door that opens, you're gonna get attacked. This is the leisure room. It's where you can be leisurely.
And do a cost evaluation?
You know.
For leisure time?
Change to this. Reload. Jeremiah.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs.
By the seashore.
Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
Murder most foul. Let's watch this.
Oh, that's right. It did come from a seashore, didn't it? That's right.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we're all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
How about that? Well, that was riveting, I must say. Nice leisure room. Won't be staying.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how leisure
Good. How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Why does he want a lock of hair? Because he just does.
It's somebody's lock. It's probably her lock of hair. Yeah, but the one from this reality.
First lady?
Listen, I got you your gun. I'm here for my issue.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter
there she is.
or a ghost.
That's her? Oh, that's her.
DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell
Yep.
your children.
He's trying to escape with her.
That's gonna fail.
No, they escape.
Maybe not like her.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You my only friend. Booker,
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
This is one hell of an elevator trip. Imagine if I had to do this over and over again. Down to the city.
I'm really gonna just go there. Like every time. Even your hate for elevators.
No one will touch you. You die here.
Who did this?
I believe it was your companion. You just
Come out, come out.
I'm out. I'm coming out.
I want the world to know.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, bee. Give me some of that sweet, sweet dollar bills, y'all. Sweet, sweet. Wait. That's one of those turret things, okay. Take this med kit. Welcome to the circus of value. I'll eat this candy bar. Where is it? I wonder if I can possess that. Worth a shot.
Hey man, what's the worst that can happen, right?
Yep, it's mine.
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody, fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
We fight together for the cause.
I'll possess the we can do no better.
Someone about?
They killed him that quick, wow. He wasn't very armored, was he? That's some biz nipple.
it's like,
Really?
yep. That scooter. It's a scooter.
She's playing with it.
Yep.
Now, I know there's been some concern about the nature of the work we do here at Fink Manufacturing. Why, some say they're uncomfortable with the purported harm and suffering our research brings. But friends, let me pose a simple question. Is there anything you would not do to guarantee the health and safety of your loved ones? My interest is the future health of your children. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I love that, like, you can hear the circus values from really far away.
Who did this?
Yo, mama.
I can
Imagine look elsewhere.
They want you? They don't have to go through me first.
kill her!
I've got you.
Who done this? Someone about? You can't hide forever, love. I'll hunt you down.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you?
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I. Still pretty hungry.
All that paperwork.
Hair sample in a haystack.
soda pop. Dead ringer. Amnesia. Plant peeper.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
I say. Good show.
I got your back.
Someone's gun her down! I can smell ya. You're afeard of me. You're down. Back. Put knife right in ya.
I'll need to build one of them things.
Yep. Show it.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
into the vents. It's beautiful. Nice. Wow. There's a Murloc loose in the room. Run, man, run!
I thought you were playing one game, but you're actually playing another one. Wow, I'm gonna have many packages arriving on Wednesday. Of wonderful things like food. It's last 2 weeks of school. Huh? 2 weeks of school, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh yeah. I remember those days. They kind of sucked.
But then it's over.
But then it is over. But there's certain times where it's just like working. There's like crunch times. It just it is what it is.
I tell you, William, it's getting so the foxes are afraid of the hens. If Fink was going to hire a bunch of goons to keep an eye on the handymen, he should have found some with less yellow in the belly. Now they're hiding away from Tin Man invalids in their precious little guard room. If you need to get in there on your shift, the code is 2847.
2847. The circus of value. 2847?
I think so, yes.
That did not sound right.
Oh, that's not. I'm fairly certain.
I'll find her.
Yes, I love parts of his voice.
You can't hide forever. So never stop fighting! Don't think you can hide me, won't you? They will have to go through me first.
Okay, bud.
Kill her! To a press. Don't worry, I got your back.
You got my back. Whispering in your ear. That's so creepy. Oh, look, his helmet came out. It was like a pinata. Hakuna pinata.
That's very cute.
I tell you, William, it's getting so the foxes are afraid of the hens. If Fink was going to hire a bunch of goons to keep an eye on the handymen, he should have found some with less yellow in the belly. Now they're hiding away from Tin Man invalids in their precious little guard room. If you need to get in there on your shift, the code is 2847.
2847. Where'd he go? He just disappeared. Ability to add to recover some health based on the amount of damage absorbed. Eve. Oh boy, they all respawned.
They want you? They will have to go through me first.
Come out of it!
Left, Daisy!
Let none live!
Where are you?
Butcher!
can't even go in here because it just said it was offline. There.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Yep.
Oh look, a video.
Yay. Oh, Big Daddy.
It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
'95. That means they were down there since. Oh yeah, yes they were.
They went down in the 60s.
They've been down there like 40 years. Gotta hand it to Ryan, man. He looks pretty tight chip. Still alive 40 years later. That's kind of an achievement in itself. I mean, I realize that it's not what he made, and he was kind of an ass, but I'm just saying, like, it's a thing. He should be proud of the fact that it even, like, still stands and stuff.
What the hell is that?
What was that? Was that a monkey?
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. You wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
Creepy. Super duper creepy.
Huh. What the hell is that? Where's his head? I have concerns with the fact that it has no head.
It's attached to the hose.
No, I know, but
See? It's in that mask.
whatever, man. I don't like that.
It's very creepy and weird.
This whole place is kind of creepy and weird. It's very interesting, but it's also very creepy. I would be okay walking around as long as nobody was historically accurately not. Ooh.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die.
What are all of this? There's so many of them. Are these like dogs?
Looks like it. No, the first episode is extremely short compared to this one.
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Doesn't matter.
Weird.
I tried
On the
hypnotherapy.
Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect.
Dun dun dun.
Is that a worm?
Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The lion with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
So, what the hell happened? He got hurt, and then she went up there, and that's why he imprinted?
Mm-hmm. It's her
Well,
hair.
this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all of the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out.
Right. That's it. I'm coming for you. You can't hide forever. Who's out there?
Come out! Here I come!
Show yourself! I'll find her. What? You want? Now kill her! Don't worry, I got you back.
What's going on?
Sneaking around.
Don't think you can hide from me.
It's a lot of fun being, is what I'm saying.
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there.
Something's going on.
Sega leg.
Since when did you become Lord and Master?
Who did this? Failure oppressor!
Gonna hunt you down! To oppressors! There's no... Come back here.
Someone about?
Live! You're gonna die. I'll find her. Don't think you can hide from me.
I can smell ya. You're dirty. I'll find that piggy.
You'll die screaming. Gonna hunt what? You gonna answer for this? Girl. Come back here. Kill her!
For death.
You can't steal.
Back in the elevator.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die. For her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. have a choice. Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a murder. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to them. It's not too late for her.
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
It's a vending machine. Vending machine. Should get more of these. And these.
A carnival of drift at your disposal!
Lord. They were fighting one of these things. Welcome to the circus of value.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Here we go. Juju. Bad juju.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong, we had a deal. Now open.
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Sucho.
Ishu Chong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker. I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
No time for rooms.
What's going on?
That doesn't work on him.
There she is!
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. And Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Orion has no time for rooms.
I'm on your side. I heard that. Been expecting you. I'll make sure nobody misses a hair on that pretty head.
Time to pay the piper.
Let's make this easy on both of us.
Ryan said to kill you or don't come back.
Whatever you're here for, sister, you won't get anywhere hiding. Come out. Let's get this over with. Nothing personal, sweetheart. What was that? Come on out. Gonna make short work of it.
Tension.
Still here, oh now you're in the soup. This won't take long. Nothing personal.
beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on the lunar ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
Don't think you can. I've got you cold.
You're in deep trouble now.
Where do you get off? I made you a solid offer.
You cross Ryan and get off scot-free.
Good salesman plays for every contingency.
Ryan's goon squad.
Wait in, boys. Time to get your hands dirty.
I'll show you. I got what it takes. Baby, want some chocolates?
No bounds. No bounds.
This isn't his actual office.
Important discovery in Rapture's history. The
Hey.
incredible invertebrates that led to the
Apparently I went the wrong way.
on display now at the Mermaid Landing Aquarium.
Mr. Magoo, I'm coming for you.
You're still here, aren't you?
You're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Really?
Get in.
Bottom of the ocean. They thought it was a wise idea crawling.
Ryan said the girl's gonna die first.
That cat. If that's what Rockefeller was realizing, then fine. If she fits, you got it.
Ryan's built up considerable cachet with me.
Not sure which one of these tricks didn't like it. Really, Ryan.
Atlas is proved no witnesses. What else is there?
Welcome to the Circus of Value. No refunds, no returns.
Venereal affairs.
I'm on your side.
Your number's up. Let's just say we're not really touched.
Guy made a city at the bottom of the ocean, and they thought it was a wise idea crossing here.
Maybe Ryan got tired of footing the bill for this place. Fontaine smugglers put up a good fight at the fisheries. Down for the count. I know you've done it.
There's supposed to be a brunette. Anyone seen her? Look around!
I heard that. Been expecting you.
Not around.
You still here, aren't you? I'm on your side.
Get out here where I can see you. Gonna make short work of it. Pay the piper, sweetheart. Ryan said to erase you. Down for the count. Not all easy targets, you get me? Get in. Disappear the girl and apples. Back before happy hour. Ryan said the girl's gotta die first. I don't ask questions. Who's there?
Where is she? Lady, you're working my last nerve. Ran off? Now skid off my nose. Too bad I gotta done here? Nobody ever tells me nothing.
Don't make gun.
How was that?
Don't think you can hide. Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
Had any principles, you wouldn't be skulking around.
Now you're in the soup. Can't keep running forever. Party's over, huh? Oh well. Time to pay the piper, sweetheart.
I've had enough of this. Someone else.
Come on out.
I know you've done it.
Show yourself.
Don't walk away now. Fun's just beginning.
You turn around. I'll be there.
We done here. Nobody ever tells me nothing. Look, I've had enough of this. Someone else can find it.
She gone? More power to you, sister. Enough. Ain't nobody here.
You're just a man by his eyes. And Ryan doesn't.
Anyone come across this girl you mentioned? Told Ryan he should have given each of these clowns a bullet, not a prison. Smart enough to know Ryan's smarter than all of us. Guy made a city at the bottom of the ocean, and they thought it was a wise idea. We get in, disappear the girl and Atlas's crew. Back and forth. Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
Too bad we gotta kill much of this. Shame that we did. Fontaine smoke.
She's trying to pull my sock off.
Told Ryan he should have given each of these clowns a bullet.
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splice heads into line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes. Ryan locked us up in this pit. I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about the kindest thing you can give her. Or the cruelest.
Removes Eve costs from invisibility while standing still.
Too bad we got it. Shame to put down that waste.
Not sure which one of these jerks thought it was a good play getting in the ring with Ryan.
Fontaine smugglers put up a good fight at the fisheries. I expected more from this lot.
Nothing better across in the two of us.
Expecting you.
Elizabeth, you know Atlas is going to...
I know. And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason. Didn't I?
And who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock? If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity. I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you. You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. A vain attempt to save his cat.
There. All the load-bearing columns come into this room and they meet there. I just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
But like...
Here goes nothing. It's working! Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now bring me the girl. Give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
Because you're a douche. Oh, a bunch of douches.
God, this episode never ends.
No cause for alarm. She's well sedated. So, it's begun.
The Kashmir's all blown to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
What do you want with this?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the chloroform wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut.
I won't tell him no. Home slash.
Where's the ace in the hole?
What? What?
Where's the ace in the hole?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
I told you.
Sodium thiopental. Are you familiar? No. Truth serum. Unpredictable stuff. Too little, nothing.
I have
Too much.
nothing to tell
The
you.
subject is
I don't even know what an ace in the hole is. Ah!
I am still playing with the dosage.
This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made, and men who make it.
Folks say it's only a matter of time until Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
Wait, does that mean my powers are reactivated?
2 weeks.
What?
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring 1,000,000 monkeys.
Our deal was to get you out of prison. What, did you expect me to win your war for you too?
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling, being that you were Su Chong's lab assistant and all, why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this. He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
You're wasting your
Now,
time.
If you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next. Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball. Still now. And resting it on your skull.
Wow.
There's about a bit over 1/4 of an inch of bone between the pick and your prefrontal lobe.
What the hell?
And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't.
It was just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat. And then we might find you a bit less the mule. Where's me ace in the hole?
I don't know. All right?
You know what else rests in the lobe? Creativity. Individuality. Personality. In short, what makes you, you. I'm just about through now. Last chance, pet. Where is the ace in the hole?
Or what? What, you'll put a hole in my head and take away my memories? You want to make me forget all this? You want to make me not care anymore? Go ahead. You'll be doing me a favor.
Oh! Bring in the monster! You're a regular hero, ain't you? Can't risk ripping the only part of you that's worth a damn. Well, there's more than one way to fry an egg. Now, little one, are you familiar with the term transorbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go.
a simple matter. All I need to do is insert this pink into your eye.
Please, I don't know
And give it
anything.
a few taps with me hammer.
I don't know anything.
To show by example.
Please, please don't. I don't know anything. I don't know. Please.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors. And what's behind all the doors.
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
even the ones into the future? This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace, then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember. But you chose to come. There. In that room.
The ace. I don't know what to do, Booker. Booker? Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here! Booker! Suchong's clinic. It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you.
Oh my god.
You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon. Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere.
I'm guessing you're gonna say.
Yeah.
One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
So you actually raised the and now they're in the middle of a war.
Yeah. He's trying to take over.
They're under the water. This is not a good idea. Like, because the big daddies aren't doing repairs anymore, are they? I don't think so. I mean, they have other suits. It's not like you can't have those people out, but I never understood that. Even in the other game, I'm like, you guys keep tearing stuff up, but like,
Where's my hair?
no.
Goddamn causality.
Oh, causality.
No genetic link.
Alright. Let's see here what we could do.
Mr. Monster's scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't. I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some. I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking.
It's always something, isn't it? Ooh, Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. The situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
But they did imprint. But not now. This is before that happened. Still. So this is still technically a prequel to the other game. Kind of.
I guess.
Except that everything's sort of happening all at once, but it's kind of a prequel.
Sutron? What the hell were you thinking? Drinkable plasmids? We're burning through 10 times the amount of atom compared to the injectables. And if you fail to notice, them sea slugs ain't exactly growing on trees. Switch back to the injectables and let the eggheads in marketing worry about selling it to the chumps.
Interesting. That was what Fontaine was saying. Which is
If stupid beasts had a half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister. No big daddy.
That works.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay. It's okay, please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to do.
He's going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
And they all wear those weird masks. So they all look the same.
I don't remember. It's been forever since we played the first game. It was like 2007.
The lion with the thorn in its paw.
Well, they imprinted now.
me.
Oh wow, that
Break
sounds
that
familiar.
sweet puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly? No!
Remember this from the first game?
Very good.
Wow.
Suchong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
Clinical trial. Protector system. Plasmid 255. Dr. Suchong. Client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage is just another forming. Get on it. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
They just bonded though. Like that just happened. Guess Suchong's out of the game now.
There's the ace.
More Adam for him. Nice.
This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
Don't know. Suck my butt, mister.
I just went through all this for a piece of paper? I didn't know what this piece of paper does. What does it do?
What the frick, frackety frick? Oh,
Oh, the Gathering Garden.
it was freaking me out.
Yeah, those are gonna be like a thing later as well.
Hey, sister. Over here.
Yeah. You know how I feel, sir.
Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. Now, we both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
Straight up killed you? But you came back.
You're on the plane? What the hell? Well, this is how the first game starts, on the plane.
What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish.
It's not.
What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say?
Would you kindly?
It says, would you kindly?
We've got the activation phrase.
Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours.
That thing he created. If this ever ends, Mr. Bubbles.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are the savior.
Yep. They harvested all.
I can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Oh, the dude from the first game? Hey, there's a creepy doll.
D'idées, mon amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
Let me be the first to say Happy B-Day.
So, she still recognized you.
Did.
You died. So there was some semblance of humanity to the little.
Well, as things go on, the lady's able to reverse them, remember? And they're more like girls. And that guy, if you do the good ending, ends up rescuing them.
Which is what she saw.
Yes.
Which is why she let herself be killed.
Yeah.
Because
it was the only way to save him.
Right, is to kill herself, basically. It sounds a lot like somebody else I know.
Dang nabbit, Kevin Levine. Wow,
I like
that was
how
amazing.
I think I enjoyed this. It was
I like how it wrapped it all back up. It's
Yeah.
over. It's done.
Now I kind of feel sad. So the second game, even though it happened after the fact, because she could tear his face in time and go back, she technically made sure that everything flowed the way it was supposed to. Because there were all those other interdimensional things that could have happened, but because she started tidying it up, she made sure that everything would flow exactly the way it was supposed to. Which is what the brother and the sister wanted her to do, to begin with.
That's it.
Because that's their jobs, to make sure stuff flows proper.
And now that we have flown all the way till, what time is it? 1:15. I'm going to bed. Good night.